George, you know, he was the president of this freshman class that the American people elected in 2010, about 99 new members, mostly Republicans, but Democrats as well, one of the largest freshman classes we've had in history. And I remember when the president spoke those words that my colleague from Georgia just quoted, when he said by the end of his first term he was going to cut the deficit in half. And I remember chuckling just a little bit, thinking, what a low bar to set. Having run such a huge campaign as he ran in 2007 and 2008, just to cut the deficit in half, I thought, can't we do better? I didn't realize at the time, of course, we were going to begin during the Obama administration running the highest budget deficits in American history. Formerly, the Bush deficits had been the highest deficits in American history. Of course, President Obama took those deficits not just to that level, not just to twice that level, not just to 3 times that level, but almost 4 times the level of what were formerly the highest deficits in American history. This campaign, Mr. Speaker, he said that he spent the entire campaign campaigning on raising taxes on the 1%, and he said, you know, I have a mandate to do that because I talked about that for 2 years, and folks elected me president. Well, they did. And candidly, Mr. Speaker, that's not a new idea. I show you here, this red line represents the tax burden, the bills that the top 1% of America pays. This blue line represents the bills that the 80% of the rest of us pay. And it goes back to 1979 and Jimmy Carter's. You'll see every single president in my lifetime has gone with tried and true formula of asking the top 1% to pay more. And every president in my lifetime has gone with the tried and true formula of telling the American voter that they can have all the government they want and they won't have to pay for it. In fact, as we sit here today, Mr. Speaker, the last year for which the Congressional Budget Office has numbers, the 80% of America, the bottom 80% of America, most of us, pays only 6% of the income tax burden in America. 80% of us pay 6% of the burden. The top 1% today are paying 39% of the burden. Mr. Speaker, raising taxes on people is easy. In fact, if we give the president every nickel that he wants in tax increases, it doesn't even solve 1 month of deficits in this Congress. Not 1 month. In fact, it solves about 2/3 of 1 month. And that's if we don't spend any of it. And as the minority leader just so eloquently said, he wants to spend a lot of it on investment in this country. So this whole discussion, this whole business of tax increases that the president spent 2 years building a mandate for, solves less than 1 month of the problem. Mr. Speaker, my challenge today to the White House, to my friends on the left, make it hard on me as a freshman conservative. Make it hard. Lay out those tax increases right beside solutions to the real problem, which is spending, and make those spending reductions so large and so powerful and so helpful to the American economy that I'll have no choice but to agree to your tax increases so that we can save the country by solving the real problem, which is spending. There's no leadership, Mr. Speaker, in raising taxes on the 1%. We've been doing it for a long, long time. The problem in this town is spending, and we have yet to see the leadership from the White House on that problem. If we give them everything they want, it solves less than 1 month of the deficit. We, Republicans and Democrats, Congress and the White House, owe the American people so much better. Let's not kick the can down the road. Let's do it right now in these discussions. I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back. Hey, Woodall. Rob, you take over for 5 minutes.